Hello everyone, welcome to Poetic Pilot Academy. I am Captain Mohit Tewatia and I am here to answer all your queries regarding aviation. Well, this video is about flight training. This video is going to be slightly on the longer side as compared to other videos because there's a lot of information that I want. So through these videos, my whole purpose is that every single information should reach you. So abhi tak we spoke about eligibility if you are eligible. We have spoken about our medicals in other videos. We have spoken about computer number. We have spoken about clearing the written exams. Once these examinations are done, you step on to the flight training part. Now this flight training is basically practical training that you do on an actual airplane. These airplanes are small airplanes. These are not like the airplanes that you see with the ones that you fly in as airlines, basically 200 passengers. No, these are small airplanes which has 2 seats or 4-seater airplane. Some of them have single engine, basically one engine only, and some of them are multi-engine. They have 2 engine, but still 4 to 6-seater airplanes. Now this flight training part can be done in any country. There is no restriction by DGCA that you have to do this flight training in India only. Flight training can be done in South Africa, it can be done in Australia, it can be done in America, it can be done in New Zealand, Philippines. There are a lot of countries to choose from. Now, based on what will you choose the country, that I can help you with, but I cannot recommend you any country. It is personal choice. Okay. And before we start this comparison, I would like to inform you from here only that no matter which country you do your flight training from, you are not going to get a preference when you get a job with the airlines. Airlines are going to take their own written examinations later on. They will conduct the interview, and based on how you perform, you will get a job with the airlines. Well, I was a flight instructor myself. I was also a chief flight instructor for a flight school, but that flight school was in Canada. So in all the countries, overall you have to fly approximately 200 to 250 hours of flight training. Minimum requirement is 200 by DGCA, but it can go approximately up to 250 hours maximum. So see, even if you learn how to drive a car, if two individuals are there, one person might learn driving in 10 hours, some person might take 12 hours, some people might take 15 hours or 20 hours to learn the same driving, and eventually they'll get the same driver's license. So it is the same in flying also. Minimum requirement set is 200 hours of flight training. 95 to 98% of the students are able to finish this training from 200 to 250 hours. How much time does it take? The timing also varies. The timing depends on how are you performing in your flight training, how is the weather, how many aircrafts does that flight school have, how many students does that flight school have. For example, the school has 5 aircrafts and 20 students, as compared to a school has 10 aircrafts but 200 students. Airplane to student ratio also matters. Schools are taking anywhere between 1 year to 1.5 years to finish the flight training, and majority of the times when you go to any school or any agent or anybody, basically they will say, okay, your flight training can be finished in 6 months also, 7 months also, and in 200 hours. So that is actually not practical. As of now, India mein, it is taking you minimum 1 year to finish your flight training, up to 1.5 years. But there are schools in India who are taking up to 3 years also to finish your flight training. So choose your flight school wisely. That is the primary thing that you have to do when you are choosing a flight school. That make sure you do all the homework. You visit the schools, you speak to the students or discuss with the students who are already flying there. Approximate costing in India right now to do the flight training, this costing keeps on changing. So majority of the flight school fall under this price range of 45 to 50 to 53 lakhs. If you decide to go abroad for your flight training, whenever you go abroad for your flight training, you will get that country's pilot license. So when you come back to India, you will have to fly in India for 9 hours to basically convert your pilot license to Indian pilot license. That costs another 3 to 4 5 lakhs. So let's say we go to South Africa. South Africa flight training is on the cheaper side. In South Africa, flight training cost is approximately 35 lakhs as of now, which is comparatively, you will see, almost 15 lakhs cheaper than India. But you go to South Africa, you will buy your tickets to go and come back. Your accommodation is slightly on the expensive side as compared to India, in South Africa. Conversion flying in India. So convert your license from South African to India. So overall costing increases if you do from South Africa. So if I compare rough idea, you will save about 8 lakhs approximately if you are doing flight training from South Africa. Time wise in South Africa, it is going to take, just like India, anywhere between 1 year to 1.5 years. Then the third country people prefer going to is America. Now when you go to America, the flight training cost is almost the same as India. But the cost of living in America is on the higher side. So your overall expenses go slightly higher. And also you will get a US pilot's license. Once you come back, you will have to convert to Indian pilot's license. Time wise, it is better. US, you will be able to finish your flight training within 8 to 10 months. But price wise, it is slightly expensive. So if I have to summarize it for you, India, you can say 45 to 50 lakhs. South Africa, approximately 38 to 40 lakhs. And US, approximately 60 lakhs. If you want exact details of any of this quotation of any country, we can provide you all the details. You can contact the Poetic Pilot Academy for that. So once you have done the flight training from these respective countries, you come back to India, do the conversion flying, file your documentation and you get a license. If you remember in the written examination video, I had mentioned there are certain exams that you can skip if you are doing flight training from abroad. When you go to South Africa for flight training, you have to write all these exams there also. Because you are writing all these exams there, India is exempting you from writing the technical examination. So in India, you don't have to write technical general or technical specific exam. And then there is RT exam. If you remember, WPC takes the RTR examination. If you do flight training from South Africa and when you come back, you get that RT license for 1 year in India. Basically, you get a buffer period of 1 year. Within that 1 year, you can write that exam. So on the safer side, you can finish this exam and then go to South Africa. Or if you are in a hurry, you can go to South Africa, finish flight training, come back, get the license and get that RT license for 1 year. And in that 1 year, clear this exam. So you can do either way. If you go to US for flight training, so if I go to US for flight training, then obviously the technical exam, technical general and technical specific, you don't have to write. RTR exam, you will have to write. So then you can only skip technical specific and technical general. So in short, India, all 6 exams, South Africa, at least 3 exams you will have to write in India first, then only you can go to South Africa. If you go to US, again you have to write those 3 examinations, air meteorology, air navigation and air regulation. Technical general and technical specific you can skip, but RTR you have to write in India before you go to US. So to summarize everything, you have cleared all the written examination, you have done your practical flight training as well from respective countries. Now you will submit all your documentation to DGCA telling I have completed all the requirements, kindly issue me a pilot's license. So looking at your documentation, everything is done. DGCA will issue you a pilot's license. Now you are a licensed commercial pilot in India. How do you get a job with the airlines? What is the further procedure? That I have explained in another video. You can go check it out. If you have any queries or questions, you can put it in the comment section. Best of luck. Bye-bye. And hit the subscribe button and the bell icon now. Bye-bye.